All right, hello, my name is John Carlton, and this is my assistant Ian, and today we're going to be talking about how to properly swing a golf club. Now, the importance of this is not only you're going to be able to beat your friends in golf, which is always fun, you're going to be able to get outside throughout your life, and golf is one of those sports that once you learn, you're able to play it for the rest of your life. So it's a really good way to get outside, stay exercised, and stay healthy. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually learn how to address the ball and it's called the takeaway. So whenever my assistant, he's going to act like he's going to line up for the ball and he's going to start to grip the club. You can see how his right hand is always on the bottom and his left hand is always on top, while his fingers are actually interlaced at the middle. They're going to be running right through the middle of the knuckle. That's really good. That's exactly what you want. Then after that, he's going to take his takeaway swing. So he's going to go straight back. And when he does that, notice how he keeps this front arm flat. That's really good while keeping this arm tucked, creating an almost triangle effect by his two arms intertwining. So after that, whenever he gets to the top of his swing, he's going to come straight down and release all of that energy that's caught up in his back. So what I mean by energy is whenever you start to do your takeaway, if you could do that one more time for me again. When he gets to that top, you can almost see the tension in his shoulders right here while he's running straight down the back of his spine, almost rotating on an axis. Now he's trying to build tension in these shoulders. And by doing that, it's kind of unnatural and kind of like an uncomfortable feeling. You can rest for a second. It's kind of like unnatural and it's heavy on the shoulders. But what that is actually generating force and energy into your shoulders, and you're going to extinguish that onto the golf club. Now, how do you do that, you may ask? Let me show you. So whenever you get to the top of your swing and you start to come down and you drop your hands going through it, notice how his body is moving forward towards the ball, towards the club. So when he's doing that, he's taking that tension from his shoulders and releasing it down throughout his body into his feet and pushing forward towards his target. And that's the final and third conclusion topic of this speech actually is the follow through. So after he swings the club, the only thing that I want you to think about is making all of your weight push towards your target and finishing at your target. Now that's going to ensure not only are you generating that force, you're able to extinguish and push that force onto the golf club. Because if you were to do that same thing, can you do that swing for me real quick, and then stop at contact. You see how all of his force is exonerated down at the ground instead of towards the target, and that's what happens when you don't follow through. So the biggest thing that this takeaway from this speech that I want you to think about is not trying to do all that extra TikTok 100. Think about this, think about that. Think about one thing while you're swinging. Your takeaway and finishing everything at the target, because no matter what, if you don't get that club head on the same plane as the ball, you will not be able to hit the ball on that plane. So three main things. First, takeaway, go straight back and straight forward. Second is your weight and tension distribution. Keep that tension. Don't try and fight that tension. Learn to kind of roll with it, and you'll have a lot better outcomes in the future. And third and finally is keeping your weight sanctioned directly towards your target, and after you swing, actually looking and moving your hands and kind of reaching out towards the target. So thank you for listening. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you stay with it because it is a really fun sport. Thanks for listening.